Hola, familia. This is Oktane Minutes Podcast, and this is your host, Oktane, a.k.a. Master Sunwise, a.k.a. the Terrorizer, and I identify as a free market libertarian. As of this recording, some people said that the second coming has came back a second time. As of this recording, some people say that the apocalypse has arrived and abandon all hope. And I said, live and let live. I didn't care either way. But it's an important election. Man. Is it? Is it? I saw a desperate man trying to stay out of jail, and I saw a lady that wasn't trying to get buckets. She was worried about the wrong thing. Listen, people is hungry and homeless and scared and ain't got no money they ain't got no money in their pocket. And then you're talking about all these other social issues, man. Listen. When you broke, we don't care about no social issues. I don't want to save the whales, among other things. I'm not trying to save the whales if I ain't got no money. But a lot of times, believe it or not, if you read things like Tragedy of the Commons, they say the best conservation comes from high dollar ownership, meaning that, like, you want to save the rainforest, buy portions of the rainforest and don't cut the trees down. All the lobbying and everything is just not gonna suffice in our world. But aside from all of that, this is episode 30. Episode 30, and we're going to be covering, what are we covering? We're going to be covering, if you can see it, we're going to be covering a song from Art Dealer 3, one of my favorite songs, one of my favorite albums that I made. There is an Art Dealer 2 and 1, go to the Bandcamp and get the get the download, and if you want the CDs, I can make CDs available. But yeah, here it is. Me and the Fez in front of my artwork. Looking cool. This is one of my favorite album covers right here that I made. Just made this in the house wearing Patrick Ewing's and a Walmart jacket and a Fez with I love it. I like it. With the little glowy demon eyes. That's tight. But Terracotta Soldiers, produced by my good friend, my brother, my enlightener, a law-born supreme, aka Apreme. And a lot of this will be not so much about the song, but how I got to know Apreme. I met Apreme actually online. Actually through. Let's rewind back. We could go back to the brother, Lord Subliminal, Shah. Remembered Imperfection. The late Shah. Good dude, solid brother. A dude who took a liking to me. He didn't tell me himself, but he just knew that I had a hate for Cadbury eggs. And anybody who knows me is that I hate Cadbury eggs. I will never eat them. I don't like to look at them. Whatever. But he used to, as a joke, every now and then, randomly, he would like send me just a whole picture scroll in my DMs of like Cadbury eggs, and I would write them back. I say, bro, you're killing me, bro. You're disgusting. I said, you're a funny guy. What an asshole. Grade A. But that's the last we partook. And prior to me knowing everybody within the crew, I was, we could go back to maybe like 2016, 2017. For a long time, I didn't do music. For many of y'all that didn't know, I was not messing with music whatsoever. I just had equipment. My microphone was like just in the house. It was probably in a box. I boxed everything up. I just put it away. I was concentrated on my professional wrestling career. For those who don't know, if you came to the story late, I am still an active professional wrestler, and then COVID tried to slow it down, and then I took up karate, and I just gave karate more precedent over traveling and all of that. So when I got hurt, I don't know, I pulled my quad or something like that. It felt like I thought I blew my damn ACL out, but it's probably like just a muscle pull, whatever, and I was just being a baby. But pulled my muscle trying to do a drop kick because Pete the Pervert was running too fast, and I was already disillusioned about the promotion I was working for. I got like a real bad payday, and I was not happy about it, and it was to the point to where I was like, I'm not going back. And for some reason, just because I was just so used to going to shows, and that's just one of them things in wrestling, you kind of want to stick to guns, but then sometimes you're just so used to having the routine of being on a show on a Saturday, or some Friday or Sunday, that you just go, especially when you had nothing else to do. So, and honestly, I should have just stuck to my guns, but then I probably wouldn't have never made it back to music. I don't know. Anyway, hurt myself, pulled muscle, or whatever it was. And I think I actually did damage the tendon. I bruised the tendon because I know a match prior that I had with a guy, Justin Overstreet or Zane Stevens, that my knees felt funny after the match. Like a couple days after, I think like the tendon swelled they had swelling, and then when it went down, the tendon was still, or whatever, the stuff in between. Because I could feel the stuff moving every time I moved my knee. And then I ended up having to go to a hospital, and they gave me Voltaren gel, and now it's over the counter. Shout out to Voltaren gel. They don't pay me. I wish they would. Give me $20,000 Voltaren gel, and I'll put you over. I need sponsors. I'm trying to get that Joe Rogan money so I can buy my friends a smoker grill and open a club where I can do hip hop shows and an art studio. Anyway, this is post before I became a booker for maybe a year. Anyway, so I go to a show, I see another rapper locally, Big Low, and we're just chopping it up a little bit. And I was just like, yeah, I miss being on stage, and I miss rapping. I mean, even though I know I've been wrestling for just so long, I like rapping. It was just like a whole other group of people I got to meet and deal with. And I've been dealing with these other people for like umpteenth amount of years. And I wasn't ready to necessarily go, but I did have my moments to where I was just like, well, if I bounce now and go back to my first love, which is hip hop, being an MC, rapping, then maybe there's a chance. I don't know. Anyway, so long story short, I had a bunch of albums. I had a bunch of beats that Grizzly Savage had gave me maybe like 2 years prior that was just sitting in my email. I listened to them, and then I just put them away. I just kind of forgot about them. I think I may have downloaded them and just had them on a computer. But anyway, when I decided, I said, well, I'm going to go make some more music. I decided that I said, let me just go ahead and give these beats another listen. And I'm listening to them, and it was like, I don't know, I would say it's like 13 or 14 beats, probably more than that. So I grabbed some of the beats, I start writing, and then I had different different just methods and stuff to writing, and I used this other formula that I use today about writing my songs, and everything came out more tighter and formulaic, and I was just like, okay, I'm starting to get into my groove, and then as time goes on, I was like, I make one album, and then, back in the day, I used to wait a year, but now I just make stuff to make it, which is whatever. Some people say you're flooding the market, either or. I don't believe so. I think that you should drop as much as possible. Your old stuff is your new stuff to them. If your new stuff is the stuff they see you on, that is that's the stuff that they know you from. So that's hater proof, man. You can't hate on that. You really can't. So anyway, I make an album called Ghana Mali, no features. Well, no, it had one feature on it. Grizzly Savage was on it, but I think his verse was already on a song. So we went ahead and I put it out. I made it, put it out, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I mean, it probably got some sales, got some streams, and then I figured out, I found DistroKid and all of that. But then, I noticed when I was making the music, I looked at my friends list, they're all filled with just wrestlers, because that's just what I was dealing with, just pro wrestlers, and then my family members. So I go and I said, let me just go ahead and start adding rappers on there, and I just start looking for cats and listening to their music, and then sometimes after a while just randomly was adding cats. And one brother hit me up named Tony the Goon. We chopped it up a little bit. We sent a couple messages back and forth, and he's like, yeah, I like you. I like the stuff that you're on, and this, that, and the third. And I said, yeah, okay, cool. I think he sent me some stuff, and then we just kind of exchanged numbers. We got to talking, and we talked a lot, and we made The Last Babylon, and hopefully we can do Zoom. We can do some Zoom podcast and talk about The Last Babylon, and hopefully we can make another one, a second one. Anyway, so he introduced me to a bunch of guys, and then we got to talking one day, maybe pre-COVID, no, a little bit before the COVID thing happened. He tells me about this dude named Apreme. He goes, yeah, there's this guy named Apreme from Chicago. This kid is nice, man. He was dissing Lord Goat. He was dissing Tragedy Gaddafi. They had some type of beef, and I said, I got to see what's up with this cat. So I think, I watched the Face Value video, and he's going in on Tragedy Gaddafi, and Vinny Paz, he dissed Vinny Paz too. And I was just like, I gotta see what's up with this guy. So he's going in on Vinny Paz, Tragedy Gaddafi, and Lord Goat, and I just shoot him a message on YouTube. I said, yo, man, I like what you're doing. And he's like, okay, cool, peace. And then I guess I had some music up there, and then we got to talking. He goes, I like your stuff too, so we became Facebook friends, and then, the rest is history. Then we got to, just building on just the esoteric, just whatever, man, and it just kind of grew organically. And then come to find out, it was all because of Shah, Lord Subliminal. It's kind of like, now he's like the cosmic glue for everything here. Right now, the reason why I'm doing this podcast is probably because of Shah. Shah is the cosmic. He's the cosmic ley line. So shout out to him always to that brother. So we, and then you think we do, cause what was it? Art Dealer 2. Yeah, I mean it when I dropped Art Dealer 2 and then Art Dealer 3. No, we did a couple other things before that, but yeah, because the art dealers are spaced out. So, furthermore, we are at creating Unleash the Kraken, And that's just the abridged version because I don't go super long on the Oktane Minutes podcast, you know. But yeah, we just dropped Seven-Headed Dragon, we dropped Kill the Gorgon. Now we are working on Unleash the Kraken. And there's Saba Sun, you know. Then he introduces me to MC Gravity. We make Righteous Weapon, the EP for the 4-song EP. Then we meet a lot of cats, man. We meet a lot of cats. You know, thankful for all of that. So all these guys that you see me working with, man, I mean, it's like a serendipity doodah, you know, magic, if you believe in it. We made magic because the chemistry was right. And then, you know, there were some guys who came around us that we decided that weren't gonna work, but you know, we fine-tuned, dialed it in, and now we got the group of collaborators that we want. And that's a good thing. It's a great thing. But yeah, then we made Terracotta Soldiers. He produced, he gave me some fire beats, dark and dreary, you know. I would tell you how he makes his beats, but he don't want me giving away the sauce, Apreme. He don't want me to give away how he makes the thing. So out of respect for my brother, you know, we will keep that quiet as kept. But you know, you're gonna hear a lot of darkness and a lot of fire. And then the new 9-3, you know the story for that kid. He showed up listening to our lives, and then he had money in hand. He was ready to work, and then we respected his work ethic and his hustle. And he's probably going to be one of the greatest MCs, not only in the state of Ohio, but just in the genre of hip-hop, or in hip-hop in general, man. 9-3 can take this shit as far as he want to take it. And that's a dope thing. But anyway, I want to shout out to the Saba Sun family. I have my 2 phones out there, so I can't name everybody specifically. So I'm just going to say shout out in general to the Saba Sun crew. If you in that group chat, and then there's Abno, then there's Mon Placebo, and then there's my brother, the Black Viking. Shout out to him, man. Me and Black Viking did some dope songs. We ain't released them yet, but Black Viking's dope. He's nice. He's out of Missouri, and he lives adjacent to the area I live in. Yeah, man. Only good things looking up. You know, I know people are scared that the apocalypse is here, and some people are grateful that the second coming of a robber baron to come to save America, Atlas Shrugged, is here. But don't worry, the music ain't gonna stop. The music's still gonna be dope. But I am mad about that we don't get to smoke marijuanas in Florida recreationally. Ron DeSantis, you're an asshole. Grade A. Anyway, here is the vocal take, and then here's the song. Terracotta Soldiers. And if you don't have the Art Dealer 3, feel free to get it while supplies last, because when we run out, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Just go to the Kunaki site, ask for the drop ship, jump in my DMs, say let me get the drop ship for the CDs. I'll say that before I go. I have a drop ship link. And if you want CDs, say just type CDs in the link, or put CDs in when the episode drops. Put CDs in the comment section, and I'll send you a drop ship link of everything I got available, and you can buy everything for a phenomenal fee, the best fee that you'll ever have, a powerful, great fee, the greatest fee of all time. And it'll be shipped to your house, and you can enjoy a physical format of my music, not just a digital copy, and not just streaming, because streaming does not pay well. So, without further ado, this is the Oktane Minutes podcast, simulcast, and later we'll be dropping a clip show, and we will be putting out the audio full-fledged podcast if you don't listen to this. So, I bid you adieu. Merci beaucoup. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Of the turf, put in work, we doing that dirt. Underworld catacombs, the tombs of Maximilian. All black be my attire. My art is fire, see the conquest in galleries. Keep heads rattling, new generations on occasions be battling. Future forward, psycho war, doors of opportunity, monetize aggression on every other single mic session. Hit y'all with the best ones, the fast guns, whatever. Heads get severed, keep them in jars. It's a testament of conquest done to par. Battle scars beyond, printed on the physical. Visit the showing, knowing the oddities. All artifacts are commodities. Oddly enough, display parts of your bodily. Turn the hardest artists into raw meat. You cannot compete.
Enlighten me, this math helped me understand everything and anything in my way. Gotta learn to destroy, to build and pave the way. Fuck what I say, it's what I know to change the world. My lyrics a testimony written in gold. Never sold my soul, cause I'm a one-man army with connections. Me and the group spreading like infection. What's today's supreme lesson? Mindset of equality, where you come from, G? Don't try to be who they want you to be you. Not a C-Cypher punk in the crew, I don't gotta fuck with you. Miss me with that shit, B, speaking in code. Keep the meat lean on the DL, always majored in ELA. Complex situations what I face, but I make moves like chess to help me in my place. Around the way I'm selling bass by the staircase while working on my rhymes. Avoiding white collar crimes, my vocab is significant. Come raw with militant attitude, bow down and express your gratitude. Pass the mic to Preem, take it cousin, word.
Take heed to the prolific lamentations. Eliminate the unclean for their abominations. The beast with 7 heads here to plague all the nations. No way to counteract the fact that the gat spit. You get hit up with slapstick. The dingy yellow nigga that's in need of some chapstick. Don't ever try to explain the ways in the half and the what that I crush. I bring forth the wreckage underneath all the earth's crust. The ones that say they had enough only been exposed to the tip of the iceberg. So fuck what they know. It's my turn to flex iron whenever firing it might burn, to make sure you trife motherfuckers learn. Threshold for suffering, reach horizons. I bring death to devils and the wicked get sized up in the circumference. Where you meet final judgment, I teach it real with the steel, never holding grudges. The Lord of the sword design denotes functions. You won't come back to tell the living after starting.
Yeah.
What?
Of the turf, put in work, we doing that dirt. Underworld catacombs, the tombs of Maximilian. All black be my attire. My art is fire, see the conquest in galleries. Keep heads rattling, new generations on occasions be battling. Future forward, psycho war, doors of opportunity, monetize aggression on every other single mic session. Hit y'all with the best ones, the fast guns, whatever. Heads get severed, keep them in jars. It's a testament of conquest done to par. Battle scars beyond, printed on the physical. Visit the showing, knowing the oddities. All artifacts are commodities. Oddly enough, display parts of your bodily. Turn the hardest artists into raw meat. You cannot compete.
Enlighten me, this math helped me understand everything and anything in my way. Gotta learn to destroy, to build and pave the way. Fuck what I say, it's what I know to change the world. My lyrics a testimony written in gold. Never sold my soul, cause I'm a one-man army with connections. Me and the group spreading like infection. What's today's supreme lesson? Mindset of equality, where you come from, G? Don't try to be who they want you to be you. Not a C-Cypher punk in the crew, I don't gotta fuck with you. Miss me with that shit, B, speaking in code. Keep the meat lean on the DL, always majored in ELA. Complex situations what I face, but I make moves like chess to help me in my place. Around the way I'm selling bass by the staircase while working on my rhymes. Avoiding white collar crimes, my vocab is significant. Come raw with militant attitude, bow down and express your gratitude. Pass the mic to Preem, take it cousin, word.
Take heed to the prolific lamentations. Eliminate the unclean for their abominations. The beast with 7 heads here to plague all the nations. No way to counteract the fact that the gat spit. You get hit up with slapstick. The dingy yellow nigga that's in need of some chapstick. Don't ever try to explain the ways in the half and the what that I crush. I bring forth the wreckage underneath all the earth's crust. The ones that say they had enough only been exposed to the tip of the iceberg. So fuck what they know. It's my turn to flex iron whenever firing it mic burn to make sure you trife motherfuckers learn. Threshold for suffering, reach horizons. I bring death to devils and the wicked get sized up in the circumference. Where you meet final judgment, I teach it real with the steel, never holding grudges. The Lord of the sword design denotes functions. You won't come back to tell the living after starting something. What?